Today we're continuing the Expanse's 5th season with episode 3. In just a couple of days we'll be watching episode 4. It's going to be a great week here at Casual Nerd Reactions. The last episode had Holden saving little Harmonica. She's alive. Now he's going to hopefully continue to track down whoever might be investigating the proto-molecule. Time to get that information, Monica. Give it up. Alex seems to have a coffee date with someone who's trying to use him, and I'm hoping he'll be able to accomplish what he needs to accomplish so him and Bobby can stop whoever is arming. Well, they could be arming a lot of people, but they're definitely arming Marco and Aros, so that's no good. There's definitely some asteroids getting closer and closer to Earth. Hopefully, Avasarala is going to make all the discoveries, and I don't know, how would you stop that? Like, we need to get Nancy on board this immediately so she can blast them out of the sky? They killed the dinosaurs. We can't let them kill us too. Not when we can do something about it, even though we can't see them and our asteroid detectors are not helping us at all. Thanks, Stealth Tech, whoever invented that. It was a great decision to have that. Never saw it being used like this, did you? Of course, one of the things that I'm most curious about is in the opening of last week, before the theme song even started, we saw Drummer and her new operation getting up and running a little bit as she discovered Ashford's ship. I had imagined that story would continue in the last episode, but after the theme song, we never saw it again. Now, don't get me wrong. We needed every minute that we spent with Amos on Earth. Every minute of that was valuable, absolutely essential. I wouldn't take a minute away from that. But I assume we're going to catch up with Drummer. Oh, yeah, and Naomi's out there going after Philip, so there's a whole lot happening in season 5 so far, and I love it. I can't wait to see what we listen. We're going to get all of it at some point as the season goes. I'm not in a rush, but I am ready for whatever they're serving today. Let's eat. Yes, I say that now, I guess. At least today. Let's eat and experience this episode for the very first time. I'm weird. Time to impact 22 hours. I think it might be that cut. It might smash cut for real. It might be happening today. I don't know why I acted happy about that. That would be devastating. Not a happy thing.
My office said the Navy needed help with an urgent matter.
A highly urgent matter.
Your colleagues here on Luna were the first to spot the rogue asteroid the UNS Asami was investigating around Venus.
Yes.
What do you make of these readings?
Yes, I've seen these. They were having instrument malfunctions.
That's one possibility.
What else could be a possibility?
That's weird. All these rocks have consistently higher return signatures on one side only.
Could these rocks have been fragments of a single larger asteroid?
Certainly could be.
If a rock that size hit Earth, how big of an impact would that create?
It wouldn't. Our asteroid spotters would easily detect
But answer the question they asked.
about 1 to 4 megatons, depending on the impact angle.
Blast radius 13 kilometers. This discussion does not leave this room. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
How accurate or how targeted?
The original rock was coated in stealth tech,
Marco and Aros threw a stealth rock at us.
and it broke up. We got lucky.
You think it stopped at 1? We need to retask the watchtowers.
Are you out of your mind, ma'am?
They're the only thing that can penetrate stealth tech.
Which is why they're always pointed at Mars.
Mars does not give a about blowing us up anymore. You need to make the case to the Director of Intelligence.
It's the only thing that can save us right now.
Tell me I'm playing Chicken Little.
Chicken Little. Oh,
We're right. And you know it.
Ava frickin' Sarala, baby. I love her so much. That was like just such a brilliant freaking opening. I was wondering, how targeted do you think Marco and Aros could be with the asteroid he's slinging towards Earth? I'm so scared. That's the conclusion of my thoughts. Directed by Thomas Jane? Oh, that's so cool. Where are we? Oh, Drummer. I was like, who are these people that are sleeping?
Captain, was just gonna call. We're coming up on him.
Give me the scopes.
Ashford's ship. Does she know Ashford's took a trip out of the airlock, or?
They stripped him.
Wake everyone. Prepare for boarding.
I'm glad, in a sense, that we're still feeling Ashford's presence. And that it's through Drummer that we are.
I speak for Fred Johnson and Tycho Station. You are free to go.
Really helps get a peek into her mind by hearing those words again. Assuming she's taking, or feeling, rather, blame for his death.
Transfer of all water and fuel reserves from the Walter tank. Then patch hull and repressurize.
Wow.
When power is restored, search a ship for backup data cores. Ashford will have those hidden somewhere. Why would Mark go in Nados? Waste a good salvage like this. He left it as a message. Come after me, and you die.
We're gonna do it anyway, though, right?
This was recorded on series a few days ago.
Oh, dang.
That's Paolo Cortazar, the protogen scientist
Yeah.
who worked on the protomolecule, right?
Sure is.
Where'd you get that?
Your organization leaks like a sieve.
Did you know about this? No.
Cortazar was taken from a secure research facility and off of Sirius by a Belter strike team. I left you that message about an hour before I was grabbed. They were waiting for me in my room. I didn't get a chance to look at anyone. Felt like I fought off at least 2 people.
Tried to fight off.
You need to keep me in the loop. I almost died in that box. You have got a serious problem. Someone is after the protomolecule, and you know where it is.
Whoever did this, they could be coming for you next.
Station's still in lockdown.
It's a good bet they know you have the protomolecule, too.
We've handled terrorists on Tycho before.
This isn't a bunch of idiots bashing in doors. This is a well-organized attempt.
I can see what the it is. First things first. Let's find the kidnappers.
I guess it's good to keep your head.
You name I'm in the getter. I never served. Famous person before. This drink. And me?
Aww.
Thank you, but I'll pay for it.
It's a nice gesture.
Too good, gay, for take gift from Belter Copan.
Hey, she's a belter.
Ring. Oh, the job go right back down the weller for the ingers.
Let me buy you both around.
That all you think we're worth, gay?
How about you buy Ness on Jade rounds?
Fine.
Whoops.
The name only I remember. Would never have gotten shit down like that.
Probably because you were always around.
Okay, old friends. Reunited.
You work for Fred Johnson and the Inners.
Easy.
All of a sudden, Naomi Negata come back to Palace. You here for bounty on Mako.
Nope.
If I wanted to put you in jail, you'd be there already. I can't keep up the same way I used to.
Like Rocco's birthday?
I know Philip's here. I came to see him.
What a
You don't speak for him.
He don't want to speak to you.
I believe that when he tells me to my face.
Why now?
The price on Marco's head is going to get him killed. I don't want that to happen to any of you.
Philip is not a little boy anymore.
I'm still his mother.
You left him and us.
You have to tell Philip I'm here and that I need to see him.
You waste the trip. Go back. Back to your Inners.
It was good seeing you one last time.
He deserves to make the choice.
Agreed. He has every right to be angry that his mom wasn't around, and he can feel how he feels, but let him choose.
The man is an admiral. 60 years in the service, coming up on retirement.
He's our guy.
You of all people, Bobby. Accusing a fellow Martian of treason without any proof.
So get something useful out of Babbage and we'll have proof.
She seems cool, you know? And I don't wanna...
You like
I don't
her?
wanna give her the wrong impression about me. Ah, you look nice.
Thank you, and thanks so much for meeting me. Glass of wine on the War College, of course. You willingly walked into the unknown. Not a lot of people can say that. And you also saw some very weird
Yeah, I did. Which I guess brings us to why you asked me here.
I read all the reports and I saw the pictures that were made public, but what I want to know is what I didn't see. What did you do to turn the machines on?
Nothing. Just a little bit of protomolecule on the Rossi. It activated everything.
When they all came on at once?
Oh, it was a slow rollout. See that protomolecule? It was looking for something on that planet that I'm not at liberty to discuss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, almost too much immediately.
How did you turn it all off?
See, Holden was able to communicate directly with the protomolecule.
All this before he's even had a single drink.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Miller, we'd all be dead on that rock. We destroyed that last piece of protomolecule crap. So now all those machines on all those other planets, they're gonna remain inert.
I wish I could trust her.
Where are we on the search?
Finish. Search top to bottom. No backup data core, no com buffer, no nothing. Nada.
Hydraulic fault in forward airlock. It needs manual reset.
Maybe that's where the hidden data is. Interesting. Haha. Wow. Is that the message he sent?
You do know, Marco, that throwing rocks at Tycho Ceres will do little to harm the image. This has always been a problem for our kind. Even our dreams are small.
It's not the most compelling evidence, but combined with what Avasarala is putting together, if she passes it on, and there's no guarantee that she will.
When the Titan is fully operational, we will find Marco Naros and collect a $20 million bounty on his head.
They're not as excited about that.
We pirate in salvage business.
We are pirates in the making money business.
Do you know where Marco is?
No, but he can be found.
Marco defeated Clay's Ashford, the ghost knife himself.
Ashford had one ship. We have 3. We do this, then we earn the lasting respect of the other factions.
Plus, if anyone's gonna take out that guy, should be Drummer, with maybe a little help from Naomi. I don't know.
We need this done quick and quiet.
The original manifest for the shipping container is gone. The container assembler is on Tycho. Duru free. They rent a compartment on dock level B.
So they're dead. I almost verbalized a suspicion that they would be dead, but it didn't make it to my mouth fast enough. Frick.
How about we get some more wine? This time the bottle's on me.
I'd love to, but I have to be up early shipping out in the morning.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, on what ship?
The Barkeith?
Oh, I wasn't sure she'd say.
Maybe, I don't know, we could do it again when you get back.
That would be interesting.
I get it.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping we'd follow her and see what kind of report she gave to her boss.
Excuse me.
Alex Kamal, right?
Guilty as charged. Why do I?
Frick, no! What is this? Who is behind this?
What the hell? What's a nice, upstanding Martian like you want to know about Admiral Sauveterre?
Now I think Sauveterre likely is, as Bobby suspected, and so are they.
If he's really selling weapons.
No! They pumped him full of that good
You
stuff.
been talking to anyone else about this, sweetie?
Yeah.
I like that he's shaking his head. No.
My friend, Bobby Dream.
Shoot him.
Bobby, tell me you're here.
Hey, Alex.
She is here. No! Yes! Yes! Even pumped up on truth serum or whatever the frack they put into him, like he's still helping Bobby save the day.
They were trying to rob him, officer.
And you just happened to drop by.
That's right.
The former Navy petty officers, dishonorably discharged.
For what?
Theft of military hardware? They're just a couple bottom feeders.
I suspect their thieving days are not behind them. Might be now.
What did you learn from Babbage?
She's not really into me.
Well, homicidal, not your type.
Well, she kept dodging my questions about Sauveterre, but I did learn she is shipping out on a supply run tomorrow.
Her ship could easily be full of weapons. We'll take the Razorback out and keep our scopes tight on the Barkeith. Any ships they encounter, we get visual IDs and drive signatures and send the lot to Avasarala.
Unless they spot us. Razorback's got no guns.
Well, then we're screwed, but
That's one hell of a sneaky pilot.
yeah. The whiskey.
We never realize how much someone is a part of us until we feel the weight of emptiness when they're gone. I can only guess how much Ashford meant to you, but it is not enough to justify pursuing Marco. You haven't had a family in a long time. You don't have to hide your grief from me or from anyone.
When Ashford left to hunt Marco, he asked me to be his exo.
If you'd have gone with Ashford, you would have suffered the same fate.
I think so too.
Or maybe this bottle would be empty.
You can't do the what if game.
I wanted to set my own path.
And you did. But now you're grieving your lost friend, and your pain is bringing you back to who you were before. Hard, looking for violence. But there are better ways to grieve.
Yeah. Jeez, man. I may not know this woman's name off the top of mind, but I love her. She's a great addition to the show and a great way to soften Drummer.
We found the Tynan. As I feared, Ashford is dead. He was convinced that Mako Inaros was up to something, and I think he was right. I'm sending you what Ashford found.
Tell me this is to Avasarala. Come on.
Maybe it will do some good for the belt. This is not my fight.
But it's Avasarala's, and she just got an info dump? Yeah? Come on, come on, come on. Well, someone got an info dump anyway. Who would have thought a bottle of whiskey could be so emotional? He's there. I'm nervous. Breathe. Who's gonna speak first?
Philip,
Hey,
please.
don't just leave, kid.
I need to
What do you want? You left and discarded me like a piece of trash.
I abandoned you, and I'm sorry.
I'm glad she didn't try to rose it up.
I loved you more than I ever thought I could love anyone.
Then why did you leave?
I'll never forgive myself for making the choice that I did. But it was never about you. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I never stopped loving you. I came to help you.
You help me. I don't need any of your help.
The ship that I came in on, I bought it for you. I'm giving it to you. Take it and go wherever you want, and when you get there, I will send you all the money that you need, but please just take it.
You.
So that's a no.
Just trying to protect you.
Everything my father told me about you is true.
Don't go, Philip, please.
Yeah, it went about how I expected, but man, I hoped. Oh, she sent it to Fred.
Our mole is proving harder to weed out than I thought.
You can stop digging. They're about to reveal themselves. Sakai and I located the ship that was scheduled to pick her up. Belter freighter out of Ceres, the Zamir. It's still inbound.
They think Monica's still in the container.
Oh, nice.
I'll set up a party inside the container, and when they open the door, we'll take them and the ship. And let's make sure we have someone left to talk to this time.
Yes, please don't just kill them. That'd be fantastic. He came back. I'm nervous. I feel like he might.
What's going on?
You too, sir. I revoke. I liked him, and I revoke it.
Secure her for flight. She's coming with us.
What?
Do it.
To what end?
Tasking the watchtowers isn't going to
Greg.
happen.
Why not?
As soon as my contact heard the name Marco Naros, he shut me down. Wouldn't listen to a word I had to say.
Why?
Why?
Because he knows that you're using me to get around the Secretary General. It is my ass on the line, not yours.
So a cushy retirement is more important than preventing an attack.
There's not going to be any retirement.
We don't have enough proof.
You know we're right. You believe it as strongly as I do.
It doesn't matter what we believe.
It sure as heck does if it's true.
If you were in charge and someone came to you with this theory, you would laugh them out of your office, and if they persisted, you would reassign them to the farthest outpost in the Jovian system.
I've learned to listen.
Oh, give me a break. Part of this job is knowing when it's over and moving on.
Moving on means
that's what we need to do.
A whole heck of a lot of people are about to freaking die.
I've gone as far as I can.
Giving up. Felix, I proclaim the blood of millions, billions on your hands, sir. Is Fred gonna forward the information? Ring, ring, ring. Yes, yes, it is Fred Johnson. This is the evidence you need. It's gonna push it over the edge. Nancy will listen, yeah? It's too late. It's too late. How bad is this gonna be? Oh my gosh. Rest in peace. Seriously, how bad is that gonna be? Okay, so even if Felix had convinced them to use the watchtower or the whatever the tech is, I don't think they would have seen it in time anyway. It was too close. It was too close. It was too close. It was too close. And now it has arrived. It is here. It has hit. I wonder if Avasarala can see it now. The information came, but it didn't come in time. Unless they skipped part of the story and we have to, maybe that was hours in the future. I doubt it. But maybe this is the perfect opportunity to show us something and then backtrack and show us something else that led up to it. There was massive evacuations, and that man was the one man who was just like, I don't believe it, and he refused to evacuate, right? That's the true story. How many are going to die in that tsunami and whatever other damage comes from this? Is it just that one big asteroid that hit, or is there a lot of little ones? Or, I mean, I don't know. I'll watch the next episode here in a minute, and then I'll have some better insights into all of this. But wow, that was a great episode. I think that's fair to say. Definitely enjoyed the Alex's date, even though it didn't go how we wanted, and Bobby and Alex kind of being on the throes of excitement, going out and gearing up to go out on this mission. Hopefully they get to the bottom of it, but it feels like that storyline may take. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen next. It feels like all the storylines may take a backseat to what just happened on Earth. Although I'm confident we'll have forward motion across the board in some capacity. Holden and they're getting closer to finding out who, setting a trap for at least. It feels like we might have to be working our way up the ladder, right? I don't know that we'll get all the information immediately with the Holden's investigation as to who's been after the proto-molecule, but we'll get something at some point. Amos still being on Earth is interesting. Still wondering, I guess, who it was that he was asking Avasarala to help him get in touch with, and what exactly the next step of his plan was. I kind of wouldn't mind us starting next week and just taking a step back and following Amos up to that moment. Anything could happen. All the scenes with Naomi, of course, and her son were gripping. I didn't foresee that story going the direction it did, with him and those two kind of, zapping her and stealing the ship, although not really stealing because it was a gift. But then him choosing to bring her along to what end? Is he delivering her to his dad? Like, hey, here you go. Will there be any opportunity for her to truly tell her side of the story? Because obviously all he sees is the words that Marco told him throughout his entire life. The story of his mother's abandonment. And obviously he's been working with his dad. And his whole entire worldview was shaped by Marco. So will he get the opportunity to actually listen and learn from his mom's side of things or not? I hope so. I would like him to see the other side of the story. I like that Naomi didn't immediately get into defensive mode and be like, no, your father kept you from me and I did this and I left because blah, 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 blah. That would not have been an effective strategy. Although I don't know if there is an effective strategy. Tell me what you think. This was great. A great episode. A lot of fascinating things are happening. I can't wait to see what happens next. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.